Okay, we're going. We're going, Wheezy.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Ah.
So here's the deal. We wanted to play Final Fantasy 14, and everything we've tried to do to get to play Final Fantasy 14 has been a hurdle. Elyse created an account, was not able to get into the game. I created an account, wasn't able to join the server I wanted to, and a bunch of stuff. And we were waiting to figure that out to put more videos up, but then we decided fuck that. So we just wanted to put this video up, and yeah. We're jumping back into Wolfenstein. Weezy doesn't know anything about it.
No, I know about Wolfenstein.
Well, no, you haven't played this game though, right?
I have not played Wolfenstein in the order, but I mean I know Wolfenstein.
So this is going to be new to Wheezy. I've played a little bit. But what we're going to do is I put out a little call on Twitter, and then you guys can send us stuff to talk about, questions to answer, topics to discuss. And stuff like that. So, Wheezy, I'm on a train. So that's where we left off. Me on a train. And the game was actually getting, like, somewhat difficult, so I don't really remember. I think I was heading to the moon.
This is a really good question.
Yeah, right.
So while you're heading to the moon,
okay.
This is our queries and acknowledgements video.
Yep.
Q&A, queries and acknowledgements. You ask us queries and we acknowledge them. But this is a question from Taishi Yamamoto.
Okay.
What's one food item that one of you enjoys but the other can't stand?
Ooh. Do you have an answer
for this?
It's
probably, you like...
healthy food.
You like healthy food.
And
I usually
order
a burger, then ask for them to take all the vegetables off. I really love ice cream, and you're never as enthusiastic as I am about ice cream, which irks me.
Okay, so I'm not crazy about ice cream. It's not my dessert of choice. My dessert of choice is, and has always been, cookies. Ice cream, there's one place that we've been to that is delicious, has delicious ice cream, and I'll acknowledge that. But there is not much ice cream that I'm just that crazy about.
What's the kind of chicken? You like chicken tikka masala?
I like Indian food. I like curry and stuff. And you don't really like curry. It's too spicy.
I don't eat a lot of spicy stuff.
Spicy stuff
burns
is
up my
kind of
butthole.
There's a dog right there. I can't kill anything for some reason.
Willkommen auf dem Mond.
What does that mean?
Welcome to the world.
Babies.
Welcome to the moon. Welcome
future.
to the moon, probably.
Babies are the future. It means
babies are the future on the moon.
I don't remember exactly where I am. I just remember I'm on the moon.
Next questione.
I was hiding.
Who bought James Willems shirts?
Depends on the shirt you're referring to.
Well, now Rooster Teeth generally buys your shirts.
Rooster Teeth buys my shirts. This is a Rooster Teeth shirt, so I guess John Reisinger is my shirt, my shirt boy.
Zinger.
He got great taste in shirts, but the shirt that I think people are probably thinking of is the orange gorilla shirt.
Yeah. Which
I bought all on my own. We went to a little festival. It's like an arts and crafts fair, and then we went to it, and we found this one little booth, and they had. Hold on. Oh, to you, sir, too. Nazis, go Nazis. And they had these cool designs for shirts, and one of them was an orange gorilla shirt, so I bought it there, and it's very soft. I like shirts that have the tri-cotton blend. You know. So that's kind of what I look for.
Most of the other shirts, though, I bought.
You buy most of my other shirts. So like, there's a Silver Surfer shirt. There's the
Batman.
There's the Batman shirt. You bought that shirt. You buy other things like the shorts that I'm wearing right now. Though I picked them out. You just brought up the page and you said, pick from shorts on this page, and then I went.
Your penis sock.
My penis sock. That's why it doesn't fit.
That question was from Ian Sen.
So yeah. That's where the clothes comes from.
This is from Callum.
Okay.
How did it feel to win the Intergalactic Championship of all sports? That's a bad taste in my mouth.
I don't think I was there for that. Was I there for that?
No, you weren't. And I told you. I said that I was competing in the Intergalactic Championship of Sports, and then you stayed home to play Smite.
Well, I like Smite.
Yeah, well,
What if someday I get invited to the Smite World Championships?
well, then I will smite you, and I will not go because you did not go to my intergalactic championship.
Wait, all this stuff was just sitting in the...
This question is from Santino.
Okay.
Does your wife watch the Funhouse vids?
No, she absolutely does not.
Does
Go on.
I
Go
lead?
on.
I lead a very busy.
Do you?
No,
No.
I don't. I watch a lot of your videos, and I'll retweet a lot of your stuff.
Oh, well, thanks for the retweets.
And
Jeez.
I always watch when you're on Rooster Teeth's On the Spot.
Which has been twice. Then you watch that for John Reisinger because you want to see the shirts he gives me.
No, I think On the Spot's really, really funny. I got hair in my mouth. Look at that moon. Look at that Nazi moon.
Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to hit that. Is that an airlock? Ooh, sorry, bros.
You gotta blow open that airlock.
They have laser guns. What the hell am I supposed to do against laser guns?
This is from David Oosley. If Billy Crystal and Neil Diamond had a baby, would its name be Crystal Diamond or Diamond Crystal?
It'd be David Bowie. You like that? I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Found a gold cane. Oh, hold on. Oh, shit. Damn Nazis.
This question's from Josh. How old is Benson? He looks old and raggedy.
He's lying right there.
He's right here. He heard everything you said, Josh. Benson is 6. We got him when he was 4. He was a little bit of a mature dog. He had been surrendered by his previous owner because he has an autoimmune disorder, and his previous owner didn't want to care for him and his disease. So he had been surrendered, and we had both been perusing adoption sites looking at dogs. And I saw Benson, and James did not want to get Benson.
He died. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. No, you sent me a list of 6 dogs. You sent me a list of 6 dogs, and I was like, there were 4 of them that I was like, I don't know about that. And then I said, I'll follow up on this dog.
The healthy yellow lab.
I didn't know that. Well, one, that's not true because we didn't know that Benson was a fucking medical disaster. But I was like, I'll follow up on this one, and you follow up on the other one. And so when we followed up on the one that I followed up on, they ended up not being interested in giving the dog. The dog wanted a yard. They're like, the dog has to have a yard. It's like, okay. And so
Not Benson.
Yeah, not Benson.
He just wanted to not be killed.
Yeah. But then you got a response back and like, oh yeah, Benson's gonna be at this place at this time or whatever. And so so you can come.
What happened?
I don't know.
The funny thing is, the people at the adoption agency made it seem like they had a bunch of offers for Benson. Like people were like chomping at the bit to adopt Benson. And now, looking back in retrospect, I realize that was not the case at all.
Listen, here. We love Benson.
We love him.
We're glad that we have him. But they did lie to us. They told us that his condition was not the condition that he actually has. The condition that he actually has is very different. And so we when we first got him, we spent a lot of money going to honestly, what was it? An animal dermatologist, so that we could actually figure out what was wrong with him. Dude, come on. Look, I'm fighting Nazis. I think I miss some sort of thing that's supposed to be happening. Anyway, you followed up on Benson. Benson's the dog that we ended up getting, but I should mention that when we went to the adoption for Benson, he came up to me. He came and he sat with me, and he put his 2 paws in my hand. He put his head down. He goes, "I trust you." He's like, "Will you be my brother, father?"
That didn't happen.
He said, "Will you be my brother, father?"
No,
and I said, "I will, boy. Trust me, boy."
This is from RJ. How many push-ups can you do? Don't lie.
Is he asking you or me?
Yeah, you.
He might be asking you.
Maybe he's asking both of us.
I don't know. I do as many push-ups as I need to
To survive.
to outrun.
I just try to stay one push-up ahead of Sean Poole.
He did 40 the other day, by the way. So, how many push-ups can you do?
41. This is from Philip Payton. Explain how you can harshly critique any / everything.
Me? Or is he just
I guess
saying
both
in general?
of us. Maybe you.
Ugh.
Because you are very critical.
I am very critical. I think it
Because you demand excellence.
I do. No, I mean, basically the big thing is God, this guy's strong.
That's Nazi strength.
He does. He's not strong. I don't think that I'm that critical. There's some things that I just love without even questioning it.
Like me.
That. Like you.
And Benson.
So, I'm not that critical. I just think that there are some things that, I see a lot of things. And I generally, most of what I'm doing is comparing things to something that I already know. So when I say that I don't like this movie, it's because I've seen a movie that's very much like it that did
everything
it better.
really well.
Did it, or at least did it better.
I'll be critical of games, and then I'll feel really guilty, and I'll try to take a step back and think a lot of people worked really hard on this, and it's an accomplishment. I kind of give a harsher time to big studios just because I feel like there are so many resources available to them.
Mm-hmm.
Though the people that are working at these studios are just people, and they're just trying to do their best, and they want to do a good job. But ultimately, at the end of the day, too, even I'll feel bad if I'm really critical of something that someone else likes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Though at the end of the day, though, even if someone is critical of something that you like, they should be accepting that you like this thing.
I mean, that's part of it too. For me, my thing is while I am very opinionated, I don't think that my opinion is the only opinion worth having.
Or
by any means.
Or the best opinion, or the right opinion.
Or the best opinion, or the right opinion. It's very much my opinion. So, die. So, I mean, everything I say should just be taken with that sense. Not necessarily the sense that I'm right or you're wrong. And then I'm a big fan of, understanding the experience of something. So, if someone has a different experience, then they have a different experience.
Diren, sorry if I mispronounced your name, Diren wants to know if you could choose any fantasy/fiction world to live in, what would it be?
Wolfenstein New Order.
I was going to say you'd be living on the Nazi moon.
Yeah.
I would live at I'd relive the Battle of Helm's Deep every single night, and I'd be the Uruk-hai that runs the torch into the the little
the
wall that they
sewer.
They blow up the keep through the sewer. I'd relive that moment every night and sacrifice myself for my Uruk-hai brothers.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty badass moment.
Yeah. Oh my God. The whole Battle of Helm's Deep. I mean, you know that I used to rewatch it constantly.
I didn't know you liked it.
That's all you know I like.
I know. You watched it every single night. Damn it. I keep running out of charge.
Let's see what other... These are a lot of really good questions.
I'm getting shot.
This is from Caleb.
Okay.
Caleb.
I didn't know if you were joking or not.
What are some of the limits you two feel toward fan interaction? Like, how far can fans go before it gets weird? The one thing I don't really have many fans. I actually just think I consider more just people like viewers than fan. I don't think people are.
This isn't weird. This is not at all on the fan. What I'm about to say is not at all on the fan. But there is someone who has run into Elyse.
Oh yeah.
Several times at a specific location. But that's you don't generally get recognized all that much.
No,
but at
never.
this specific location, one fan has run into you a bunch of times.
But he's fantastic.
He's a super nice guy, and it's totally. I mean.
Oh, I enjoy running into him now.
It's totally
at this
on
point.
accident, but it's one of those things where it's funny, where it's every time we go to this place, you're here.
Yeah, and I guess it's a I won't reveal what the place is. You can try to guess, but it's a place of that would draw people of shared interests to
Church.
this place.
Church.
Yeah.
I like that you laugh so hard at that. Is there a question about whether or not we're religious?
No, but now there might be. The one thing I don't like is I don't like when people assume that they would know my like opinion on something, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, fandom can go a lot further than that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Listen,
I mean, you don't like when people try to take pictures of your dickle bobble. That you're always like,
well,
oh no, my
it's
dickle
because
bobble.
I mean, it's
People
because that's
trying to snap pics of my
like
dickle
if
bobble.
everyone else is taking pictures of my dickle bobble, then what am I supposed to do? What am I going to charge people for? Where's the mystique there? Has
People Magazine ever tried to buy pictures of your dickle bobble?
Maybe once or twice. I want to sell the pictures of my dickle bobble. Alright. Sorry, bro.
This is from Theodore. Out of all the 007 films, which James Bond would James be?
That's for you.
You can answer too, who you identify with the most. You'd be like a Dudley Moore.
I'm gonna get fucking Dudley Moored right here by this big guy.
I know it's not Dudley Moore. It was a joke.
I know. Oh, look what you Dudley Moored me! I don't know. They're all good. I guess I would probably be a Daniel Craig-ish type because I don't think I'm as charismatic. Daniel Craig is not a charismatic Bond by any means. He just like goes out and he kind of gets things done.
You're charismatic though.
Then Timothy Dalton.
I think you would need to have a Bond with a sense of humor.
Timothy Dalton. He's a laugh riot. Have to find a suit.
This is from Wesley Declier. Wind chimes, awesome or somewhat awesome? I don't care for wind chimes.
I'm not a big wind chime man myself.
It would keep me awake.
What is it aiming at? It's aiming at him? Why would you want to do that? It's the worst.
If I had a moon base, like the Nazis in Wolfenstein,
Nazi!
I'd put wind chimes everywhere. Because there's no wind.
Yeah, that's true. So you don't like the chiming of it?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, whatever. I don't think we had wind chimes. I think our neighbors had wind chimes growing up.
This is from
It's really hard to focus on.
Vigard Solidor, sorry.
Apologies accepted.
Both name 3 things you wish to experience and or achieve in life.
I would like to consider myself well-traveled. I would like to know that I've seen a bunch of things.
But
You know?
yeah.
That's one.
Would you like to finish Wolfenstein: The New Order?
I'd like to finish this damn game.
I too would like to consider myself well-traveled. I would like to work in a writer's room
Yeah.
at some point, a comedic writer's room. And what else?
Look, I'm in the scene from, what is it? Can you see? From Event
That's a
Horizon.
tough question. I'd like to watch Event Horizon.
Oh, yeah? Is that on your top 10 list?
That's my top 3 things. Well-traveled, writer's room, Event Horizon. Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah. I want to max deadlift 500 pounds.
This is from Lucas. Is it tense in your house working for competing YouTube channels?
Are they competing?
I guess that's the question. I don't feel like we're really in competition.
Yeah, we don't really compete with one another. There's sometimes, though, things where, like, you will have seen something. It's kind of like, it's weird, like, jury duty stuff where, like, you'll have seen something and you're like, I can't talk about it. Like, I can't tell you what it is. Or I'll, like, know something and I'm like, I can't tell you what it is. But we both kind of, since it goes back, I think if one of us was only ever coming back with that kind of thing, then it would be a bigger deal than it is. But since it kind of goes back and forth and, like, you'll have something and I'll have something, then we're pretty good at keeping secrets from one another.
Are we?
Yeah. In terms of the industry.
I didn't know we kept secrets.
I think
from
it
one
has to do with
another.
the fact that we don't really have other secrets. Next.
Does Elyse have the... Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Does she have a yawn in her mouth?
This is from Sophia. Does Elyse have the same passion for Kiari Pamu Pamu that you do, James?
No. She
What?
absolutely does not. No one has the same passion. You don't, though. I mean, you like her. You like her.
I
You went
listen
the
to
concert.
at least like one Kiari Pamu
So-
Pamu song a day.
So, we saw Kiari Pemi Pemi during her first world tour
2012.
in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
What happened 2013 when she came back a second time?
We couldn't get tickets.
Nope.
They were sold out.
Nope.
They were really expensive.
That's not what happened.
They were really expensive.
No.
Yeah?
No.
What happened?
Your parents were in town.
Oh.
Your parents came in town. Obviously, don't begrudge them, but your parents came in town, and then they were in town on their like last night in town was on the night of the Kiari Pemi Pemi concert.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I wish I'd never been born.
Well, I wish your parents had never been born. Do you want some more?
This is from Brandon B. What's one thing you would want to see in Psychonauts 2 if it's ever made?
Me. I've been thinking about it, and I think seriously, I would at least be able to be like a minor character in the game.
He legitimately thinks this is a thing that can
I
happen
just think that I can.
to him.
I pull it off. I don't want to be like a video game voice actor or anything. I don't really care about that. But you asshole.
I mean, I think it'd be the coolest thing. I wish I was a Nazi on the moon in Wolfenstein.
I want to be the voice of a Nazi. No, I don't really care. I mean, Psychonauts is one of those things where like if they did a Psychonauts 2, I don't think that they have to add all that much. Like obviously new worlds, but that's what I like about Psychonauts 2 is it's not gimmicky. It's basically Super Mario 64, but in worlds that you never thought like you would see. Resident Evil.
Scanning you for AIDS.
AIDS found.
This is an AIDS-free moon.
But I do think it would be very awesome if there was a Psychonauts 2 and I was able to voice a minor character, because they have so many minor characters that are like, oh, I love that guy or I love this guy, and I would love to be a part of that.
Would you accept if there was a minor character that was modeled after you and was named James, but they got Troy Baker to voice him? Would you accept that?
I guess so.
And you weren't allowed to attend any events, and Troy Baker got all the glory for it. Like, people
All
knew
the
it was
glory?
you. Yeah, Troy Baker got a lot of glory for it.
I found a gold face mask. I don't know. I just... And it's not about deserving credit or anything. I don't think that I deserve credit for anything. I just think, like, I champion that game so much that I would love to be a part of it. You know? I think part of my championing of the game is knowing that, like, for me, being a part of that would be just fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyable. Why I can't get in there? There's Nazis creeping. I kind of like that this game doesn't have a radar. Because, like, you're always kind of creeping around.
This is from Evan Barrera, whose name sounds like Kevin Pereira.
He does.
Do either of you have a favorite book? If so, what is it?
I always go back. I like Great Gatsby a lot. There's
Is
nothing
it because
about
you
it.
Identify with Jay Gatsby?
No. It's weird too because it's same with movies. Like my two favorite movies that always come to me. My first one is
Roll Bobs.
no. My first one is Gattaca.
Oh, Gattaca.
That's like my favorite movie, but there's nothing about it that I like especially
It's a good
identify
movie, though.
with. Yeah, it's just very well made. I saw it at a point like I think I watched it from like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. once. Came on TV. And there's nothing about it that I think is that remarkable with maybe the soundtrack. But that movie just stuck with me. And so Great Gatsby I read for school, but it was at a time where you're assigned reading. And I didn't read a lot growing up. I was read to when I was really, really young. But then as soon as reading became something that was assigned, I never really go, oh, I'm going to go home and read. I played video games.
All I did was read.
I know.
I read through, like, every meal. I had a book in my hand. I just constantly read.
That wasn't me for whatever reason until I got into college. And then I was like, ooh, and just everything. But Great Gatsby was one of the books that was, like, assigned reading. And I read it, and I was like, I really enjoyed this. Like, it surprised me and I think because it's like it has like metaphors and stuff, but they're not retardedly deep, subtle metaphors. Like, they're all pretty on the. He knocks over a clock. Oh, Gatsby wants to freeze time or whatever. Like, they're not ridiculous. They're kind of simple, and I kind of like that. And then also the time period. The time period's really.
I really like Memoirs of a Geisha. Love Memoirs of a Geisha. What else? I mean, I have a lot of books I like, but that is one that I have read multiple times and I really love. And I used to really love the Westing game when I was young.
It's because you think
That
you're
was
like a geisha girl?
Yes, I do.
What do you do when I come home after a long day?
I put on your waistcoat for you, and then I pour you some tea, and I show a little bit of my wrist as a reward.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Look at the Big Daddy.
This is a question from Bridget, Bridget I get tweeted at all the time. I love Bridget.
You're like, ugh, enough, Bridget.
No, Bridget's great.
Enough with it.
She said, pretty sure James is an Aries, but what is Elise's star sign? Has to combat an Aries hothead for sure. An Aries hothead for sure.
Yeah, Bridget. Maybe enough with the tweets, Bridget.
Keep them coming, Bridget.
I was good.
I'm a Taurus. Very stubborn.
Yeah.
But
I'm God of War!
I think technically our signs are not supposed to be compatible at all.
Our genitals are not supposed to be compatible either.
It's like putting a square peg into a round hole.
That's exactly what it is.
One topic that got suggested to us is from Slowy Joey, and it's the loss of innocence.
Okay. Well, the loss of innocence, huh?
I
think I can loss of innocence this fucking drone here.
Yeah, lose his innocence.
Oh, I missed. Oh, there's no sound. That's kind of cool. Ow! Ow! It space blew me up. I'm so used to like Destiny shooting mechanics. I think people are born pure. People are not born racist. People are born pure. And, I'm not even shooting this thing. That was a damn gun.
The moon wasn't racist until the Nazis got there.
That's true.
Basically.
Oh, shit!
That's a perfect analogy for the loss of innocence. Thank you for your question. You are a gentleman. And
good luck with your innocence.
Good luck with your scholarship.
What's that movie, Age of Innocence?
Running out of questions.
Well, we don't have to keep going forever.
Should have live streamed. We'd have an endless pit of questions. This is from my snarky yet cool coworker, Brad.
Okay.
Brad's probably the coolest guy in the office.
Brad?
Brad. He says, when is Elyse going to finish her Link to the Past speed run?
So here's the thing. She's going to finish it eventually. But then I have an idea for a new one.
What?
Where we're going to see what the late... We've been watching Games Done Quick. We had it on during dinner. Actually, we stopped playing. We stopped watching Twilight Princess, which I want to watch the whole thing of.
Really
but I was like, we got to do a video.
Except watching that speedrun of Twilight Princess just makes me want to replay it again. Though I need a GameCube to play it on.
Oh, okay, here we go with the GameCube thing.
I'm not gonna play it on the Wii.
It's better than Skyward Sword on the Wii.
You want to get hit?
It was fun. You'd be like, backstep, yeah, and then you do the spinning attack.
No.
Anyway, my new idea is that once she finishes the Link to the Past speedrun, she's going to try and break the record.
No.
But she's only going to have the time to do it. So we'll play for whatever the record is. Like, what we looked it up, it's like 80 minutes or something. We'll play for 80 minutes and see how far you can get. But if you can't beat the game in 80 minutes, then we're going to start over, and you have to do it again the next time.
That. I can't do that.
So every single time you have to start the game over, a new file.
I can't do that.
That's what we're going to do.
You know what? I should speedrun. I've been playing a lot of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Talk about Captain Toad.
I love Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I think it is a fantastic puzzle adventure platformer. A lot of people in my office dispute its merit as a platformer. They believe that if you aren't jumping, it's not a platformer. How do you feel about that?
I think if there's platforms, it doesn't really matter, right?
That's kind of my stance on the whole thing. There are
'Cause
platforms.
you can drop.
Yes, you drop, you navigate the platforms. There are platforms. I think it's fantastic. And the puzzles they start out fairly simplistic, but they get relatively intricate And Toad is just he's the perfect protagonist for this game. I'm so glad that it wasn't just a game that it was Mario adventuring.
What do you say to the people that say they just repurpose something from a part of another game?
I don't give a shit. Majora's Mask, yo.
What about Portal?
Portal, yeah, Portal was a mod of half.
Well, Portal was its experimental game just included with the orange box.
No. What was Portal was something else like modded,
It was a
right?
student's experiment. A
look
student designer made the game, and someone at Valve found it and they were ooh.
I gotta look this up.
But yeah, so it's more than just the bonus material from a different game, right? You'd say that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's if the Wii U just kept churning out games like this.
What are your opinions on Wii U in general? Disappointment? Let down?
I suppose it's an interim console. You know, it's meant to tide us over until whatever Nintendo's next evolution in consoles is going to be. It's an HD Wii.
Yeah.
I do like the gamepad, and I do think the gamepad can be utilized in pretty interesting ways.
What about the Dolphin emulator?
Oh, I mean that does exactly HD.
Yeah.
So back to Captain Toad for a second,
Okay.
though.
Right.
The reason he can't jump on the platforms is because his pack is too heavy.
Because he's mentally handicapped.
No, his pack is too heavy with all his
that's why he
adventuring
can't jump.
gear. Let's see what the developer.
Gotcha.
Portal is Valve's spiritual successor to the freeware game Narbacular Drop. Which is the student game.
Yeah. See?
Hmm.
See? But it was included in the orange box.
Yeah, it was in the orange box.
So it was just a part of a
just
bigger thing. And
yeah.
obviously the orange box is one of the best deals in gaming. The second best deal in gaming being the Smite Ultimate God Pack. But one of the best deals in gaming. So... Oh, do they see me? Oh, they do. So obviously, you know, it's a pretty good deal, but it still was just a piece of another game. So Treasure Tracker should not be considered. Oh, did I get it? Ooh, missed it. Man, I've gotten so rusty at this game. Ah, shot ya. Poke your head up.
I guess my biggest disappointment from the Wii U was that it could have been a really, really great place for Nintendo to release HD updates of games like Twilight Princess. Yep. And we got Wind Waker HD, but where's the Mario Galaxy Collection HD? Where's the Wind Waker HD? Where's the Twilight Princess HD?
Well, I think my big thing is if they had just used it as a transition, like a console transition. I never had a 3DS, right? I never got a 3DS. But if I could buy 3DS games and play them on the Wii Pad, like now you're speaking my language, you know?
You had a DS Lite.
I had a DS Lite, but instead of having to, like, rebuy that, there's a lot of games that I felt like they could have just been... It couldn't have been too hard to figure out how to let you play these DS games on your console. They figured it out for Game Boy. Remember when Game Boy you could play... Game Boy games on your Super Nintendo or whatever. Like, so there has to be a way for it to happen. And I wish that they had gone kind of that route. No, I don't want this. It's dead.
James, they couldn't even figure out a way to get the ice climbers on the 3DS and then in the Wii U version of Smash.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
I know. I think it was a waste of potential. There's some games for it that are remarkable and great. I think Smash Brothers is great. I think Mario Kart was a letdown.
I thought Mario Kart was really good, and I am totally embracing Nintendo DLC. I love that Nintendo is doing DLC because back Mario Kart Wii, I would have loved new levels every few months and new characters. And
I love it too. I just think they're doing a pretty piss poor job. I think third-party companies knew what to do with the Wii U better than Nintendo did. That's what I think. I think stuff like, and obviously I talk about it all the time, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed is a game that utilized the Wii Pad. 5-player local multiplayer is a cool thing, and then it allowed you to see the map and all kinds of different cool things. It was like clearly built with that in mind. We were talking about Rayman Legends.
Yeah.
Rayman Legends is an awesome platformer.
That was good on everything, though.
It is, but like with the Wii Pad, when you're playing with your friends on the Wii Pad, like that's how that game is meant to be played, you know?
Yeah. This is from Poncho Brother. Has Bruce ever been to your house? If so, does he fart like he does on The Office?
Bruce doesn't really... I don't think I've ever really seen Bruce fart outside of The Office, with the exception of like on trips and stuff, like in hotel rooms. He doesn't ever like come over and then it's like, all right, it's fart time with Bruce. You know?
It's weird. I don't know if that's because I'm around or something, but
he says he doesn't fart around girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like that Bruce considers me a girl. Mike Huber is just a cannon at work sometimes.
Farting wise?
Yeah, but it stinks.
I mean, farts normally do. Yeah. So Bruce's crazy farts at work doesn't really fart that much at home.
Sometimes I wonder though if like he comes over here and he like has to really fart but he doesn't want to and he's like dying to leave. So
maybe that explains why he always leaves so quickly. You know, he always comes over and he's like, "Hey, I gotta go." Sorry. He goes, "Sorry, assholes. Gotta go."
He goes, "Sorry, my asshole."
Yeah. Where am I supposed to go?
This Nazi moon base isn't as linear as you'd think it is.
No. That's one of the best things about this game is how the worlds are linear, non-linear. You know, like. Yeah. Do you think here's a question for you. Do you think they'll ever release another game where you can't run and slide?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Because his pack's too heavy.
His pack's too heavy. I thought maybe you'd drag him down though.
He's a real adventurer.
What time is it? Do we have time for a couple more questions?
It's 8:58.
We could do maybe two more questions.
Yeah, we kind of gotta
try and get to the end of this level. So you know, okay, we didn't even do the thing that started this whole idea, the whole question and answer thing. So we're playing Wolfenstein. I still want to finish Wolfenstein for you guys because I realized I never did that. Elyse pointed out that I never actually finished it. There's Tomb Raider, which I never finished, but maybe if we do this as a regular thing, what would you like to see played? Wheezy.
Psychonauts.
You want to see Psychonauts played by me?
Yeah.
For this little shindig
yeah, little
show.
guy. You love it.
This little shindig show. So maybe if you guys let us know in the comments if you would like to see Psychonauts be a game accompanied by, and we'll probably live stream it next time. You know.
Yeah.
This time we didn't live stream it just because we didn't really have a lot of time, but we wanted to make sure we created some content.
The problem with Psychonauts though is I feel like you are so known for your love of Psychonauts, and people have probably been wanting you to stream it for so long.
No one's ever really mentioned it, but
I've seen it. I've seen people ask
I've never
you.
heard it, no.
What?
No.
What?
Never.
No, you're thinking like Joel. They don't ask Joel to play Psychonauts.
Joel, Psychonauts lover Joel? You dead.
Anyway, but like I feel as if it's a big thing. It's a huge thing for you to play Psychonauts.
It is. Well, I currently have a playthrough that I haven't finished. I was doing a 100% run of the game, and I was going to finish that and then go back and start over.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe we just start over, and it's not going to be 100%, but we can bust through that game. Bust through it if you want to. I know those early levels pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
And if we're not... Oh, dog.
I think people would love to see you play Psychonauts. So yeah, give us feedback on that if that's something that you would actually want to see. I have a feeling that you guys would,
let us know if you want to see some Psychonauts, and then maybe we'll play some Psychonauts. You never finished it, right? You played through some of it, but you didn't finish it. So this will be the first time you finish Psychonauts as well.
Vicariously through you.
Vicariously.
Unless you let me play the rest.
I will not.
I know you won't. This is from Add2Plus. Would y'all live stream Life is Strange? It's pretty good. I love Life is Strange.
So you've been playing Life is Strange.
Yeah, I play it at work though. It's installed on our work PS4, and I love it. I think it's so good. I think it's so well written, and I'm really glad that Don't Nod kind of found success with it coming off of Remember Me.
It's very different than Remember Me.
Ashley Birch is a friend of ours, and she does the voice of Chloe. And I didn't know she was doing it. And the first time I played episode 1, I didn't know it was her.
Oh.
I thought she did such a good job. I did not even know that was her doing that voice.
You don't see the person behind the mask.
No. So it's a really well acted game.
So
well written, and I love that it has the time reversal mechanic because I think it kind of distinguishes it from other point and click games.
So I only know what you've told me about it, which, I mean, you spoiled it or whatever. It's fine. I was never planning on playing it. The problem with that is we've tried Game of Thrones, and we've kind of come to the conclusion that games like that make it really hard for us, one, to pay attention to chat, and to pay attention to the game.
Yeah.
So if we do that, we might not stream it. We might just play it and kind of react to it. But yeah, so that's kind of the thinking. There's some games that are really easy to,
because we play all the Telltale games together.
The Telltale games are super easy to, play and pay attention to chat and things at the same time.
Yeah, but like it also just, for us playing it together, it's really easy for the other person to actually enjoy it because it's just entirely story driven.
Oh baby. Oh, I thought you were talking about.
What are you talking about?
I thought you were talking about Telltale, the Lego game maker.
No.
Because we play a lot of those games too. Ooh, that's splattered.
No, I'm talking about Telltale games.
Yeah, I know. But isn't it Telltale? Telltale is the company that also makes... Yeah, Telltale makes the other games too.
I'm gonna look this up.
It's not the same Telltale, but they're called Telltale.
I thought they were just like TT Games.
TT. Is it nuts? Traveler's Tales.
Yeah, I was like, what
Tales.
are you talking about?
Traveler's Tales.
There's not 2 Telltale games.
Anyway. Those games are easy for us to play because they're just slap through stuff. The games that have story, if we already know the story, then who cares? I'll play through it.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes those games that are so story oriented, I want to be able to enjoy the story.
Do you think you're almost at the end of this?
I think I am.
Because
there was a cutscene a little bit ago.
9:04.
Okay, well, we can stop it whenever.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, unfortunately.
And then we'll pick it up. But yeah, so let us know what you think about this. This is just something we want to make sure we put up. We still want to do Final Fantasy 14. My 14-day trial is fucking donezo, though. So they got their money's worth on that one. I'm going to have to sign up just to play it. But yeah, let us know if you like this, because then we'll just... These are, these are a little bit more fun.
The query and acknowledgements?
I mean, mostly they end up being us... Whatever we do is us talking about something anyway, so this is just you guys giving us the topics.
And a good way for you to finish games that you haven't finished.
A good way for me to finish games.
Maybe I could do some of my speed run like this, so that people aren't nauseated by the amount of time it's taking me to do it.
Nah, we'll probably just...
What? No.
Chopped him. Nazi, get cut!
Like something that we've toyed with has just been doing a video where we just kind of talk about all the different things that we were interested in over the week. Like
podcast is probably the wrong word, but something similar.
Well,
something
just do the thing where we're like we here are the games that we kind of played and the things we watched or read or anything like that. I don't know if that's interesting to people though. I have no idea.
I don't know. Let us know. Let us know, because we're gonna start putting up. We've said this 100 times. But we're gonna be putting up more regular content.
Yeah, and they're gonna be videos of just games. Ooh. I'm not gonna ingratiate myself in everything.
I'm probably gonna play Destiny and stuff with like Adam and Lawrence sometimes.
And I'll just be like here.
And you'll just sit there.
Just on the side.
You're going to dinner on Wednesday night, so I might record a little something with Adam. Adam and I might do a little gameplay session. But yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff, hopefully. We're playing the games anyway, except for I really wish that we were watching Games Done Quick. Boy, do I wish we were watching Games Done Quick. It's open all day. It's open all day on my computer. I'm killing them though. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let us know about Psychonauts. Let us know what you like about this format. You can even ask some questions for future ones that we can then pull later.
Yeah, that's true.
And thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to probably call it right here. You want to say goodbye?
No, I hate saying goodbye.
All right, don't say
so
goodbye.
Sad.
All right. Okay, well. Goodbye.